All right, welcome to FNL Crypto DNA. Today we're talking about exploring Ethereum. So that's exciting. And we're here with a bunch of traders from FNL, and we go over Ethereum all the time. It's one of the main topics of conversation, as it's the #2 cryptocurrency in the market, and tends to have, this year anyway, in the last 7 months, it's had amazing price swings since we discovered the use cases of Ethereum back in maybe January, not discovered, but started to take them serious. It's been a wild ride watching the price action of Ethereum. So right now, we're just going to dive in and take a look. We're going to share their actual homepage of their website. This is ethereum.org. And one of the nice things I always point out about Ethereum is that it's very, very futuristic to look at. When you look at this is a vision of looks like these guys are living in a bubble. But that's kind of the concept of Ethereum. It's going to be moving us into the next generation of currency on a global scale. And if Ethereum has their way, it will be the only thing as a base blockchain. It's not going to happen, but that's kind of what Ethereum would like to do. It's a community-run technology powering the cryptocurrency and thousands of distributed, decentralized applications. To get started, just going through their homepage of Ethereum. Ethereum is a one-stop shop. You can build on top of Ethereum if you're a developer, enterprise solutions for your business. So if you're looking to launch cryptocurrencies, if you're looking to have collectibles such as non-fungible tokens, NFTs, Ethereum is going to be your place to do all of this. Many things in the crypto space require having some kind of Ethereum wallet set up because there's so many connections to Ethereum in the crypto space. So right here on their homepage, you can get your wallet set up. You can start getting ETH. You can look at the decentralized applications that are already created on Ethereum. Oh, you can start building, okay? If you want to start coding with Ethereum, they have documentation, tutorials, and more in a developer's portal. And as I've gone through that myself, I'm not a developer, full disclosure, not even close. I wrote a program in 8th grade computer class. That was fun. Guy dribbles a basketball, shoots it, makes it, puts his arms up. That's great. It's like a DOS prompt. But these guys, they're making this very easy. So there's a whole generation of people that are able to capitalize on what they're doing with this Ethereum's open source computer code, open source blockchain, inviting you to come in and build on top of it. It's something that's unique, I would say. And so really quick, before we get too far down the rabbit hole of Ethereum, I want to introduce a couple of people that are in here with us. I'm here with David from Texas. Hey, David, how you doing?
I'm well, thanks so much.
Hey,
this is great. I love where you're going with this.
Excellent. Hey, we got to start at the top if you want to dive deep, right? I've never dove into a pool from the side view. I guess you couldn't an above ground pool, but you're not going to be in water very long. So it's going to drain right out the side. And so we're going to start from the top when we do this. Oh, I lost my buddy, Derek. Derek lost his connection. That happens sometimes when you're connecting with people from all over the country, is they might lose their connection. So, hey, what we're trying to do is get people information about things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. And the information is not just sitting out there waiting for you. Okay, you're not going to turn on your television tonight and turn on the Ethereum channel. You will soon, but you're not going to tonight. If anything, you shouldn't turn on your television. There's too much to be learning on the internet. So this is really good. What is Ethereum? David, what's Ethereum to you?
Well, Ethereum is not just of something of value, but it's a unique blockchain that allows data to travel through the internet. It's transparent. You can see what's going on, and yet you can't change it because this blockchain is immutable. So anyway, it's got so much that the other ones don't have. And Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, all those others, each one of them have their own, I'm going to call it hose, that all this data and value travels down this hose. But Ethereum, man, they're clawing their way to the top as far as making it available to the masses. So yeah, I don't know, in a nutshell, looks like they're working harder than everybody else.
They built, as it says right there, they built a booming digital economy because everybody wants a piece of it. The founders of this, I mean, they've already forked off from their original team, and they're both all over the media giving information saying, listen, we want everyone to have this. That mentality that's what this world needs more of. And it doesn't matter who's driving it, but letting everybody have the information and access to the information is why we have to take it so serious as well. I don't even know information of the real information. I learned a little bit in school back in the day, but the real true information about our dollar in the US, our fiat dollar, and what backs it and where that's stored. I mean, I know there's a story behind it, and I've watched plenty of movies where people try to break in and steal our bundles of gold, our bars of gold and sacks of, bricks of money. But the point is that we really don't know what's going on with it, the past, the present, or the future, because it's not up to us. It's not up to us to govern that money and to make the decisions as to where it is. It's not part of it to share that information with us. With open source blockchain technology, the code is there and it's shared. Now there's private blockchains as well, and there's private blockchains established on Ethereum. So for enterprise solutions, you can create a blockchain that is almost like for the back of the house. Okay, a lot of things happen in the back of a corporation that they don't want the public, the consumer, the industry to see, because it's their analytics, their data, all of that stuff, all their research, their proprietary information they want to keep on a secure, and they do that on private blockchains. So yes, it's open source technology, and you can choose to build open, public, private blockchain on top of that blockchain, protocols on top of that blockchain, to do the things that are preparing us for the Web 3.0. So the Web 3.0 is just the future of the internet. It's going to be a faster, a more efficient, omnipotent, semantic web of things. And Ethereum says all things financial, all things to do through contracts and relationships and if-then scenarios, the arrangements. Ethereum can handle all of that for you. It can handle it. Come check it out. Come give us a try. So billions of people can, this is pretty neat, like the fair financial system. Billions of people can't open bank accounts. Others have their payments blocked. Ethereum's decentralized finance system never sleeps or discriminates. So really big thing about the crypto space is that it's always going. People say, when's the market close and when's it open? And there's a time in the middle of the day where it resets that it's a new day, but it doesn't stop, not even for a second. So it's a very fluctuating market because there's ever flowing exchange of goods and services through these smart contract transactions.
Chris, when that comment you made about people asking when does the market close, I've been out in the rainforests and jungles, and not once did anybody that was picking bananas or picking up straw ask me, when does the market close? Okay.
When's the market close? I guess
they still had
group.
Need to be banked. They still had a need to find some ID and get a credit rating of some sort because they want to, buy a tractor or they want to buy a new hatchet. So anyway, I just love that. When does the market open? For the most 90% of the people, they don't care. They're living from day to day.
Yeah, they get used to whatever works. If you can't buy beer on Sunday, you can't buy beer on Sunday.
Oh, no.
It's just going to be the way that it goes for you where you're from. I talked to Madeline, one of our traders and members at FNL yesterday. She just got back into the country from Costa Rica. And she said that, just reminder, the United States is one of the last countries where people take big mortgages and don't buy their home up front, that we write it onto paper. And you want to buy a house in Costa Rica, you're going to have to come up with the price of that house, or almost all of it, I would think. But you have to have the majority of it. And people here say, why would you want to do that? That's too difficult. Who wants to come up with all that cash? Well, people that don't want to pay interest would want to do that. So there's a counterintuitive decision that gets made here on a lot of things, and when it comes to finances, I think. Yeah. And when you talk to
I can go down and buy a new truck right now and pay, 1.5 or less on interest. You buy that same vehicle in Nigeria or wherever, you're going to pay 40% interest. Okay.
There's something
even
about
if you
that.
Even if you can get your hands on it, it's going to be 40, 50. I've heard of 70% interest. I've seen that in Mexico. You can buy a $40,000 truck here. Down there, it costs you 80.
I believe our I think our regulation is 49%. You're allowed to charge 40. I think if you borrow cash against your paycheck, you could pay up to 49% when you're in default.
So usury is 50%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's anti-usury laws, of course.
Yeah.
Okay,
of course. That's right. Hey, Ethereum, that's what it's all about. Decentralized finance. That's why we're talking about it today. Anybody with an internet connection can send, receive, borrow, earn interest without discrimination, stream funds anywhere in the world. Now, we've tested this and it's amazing. It just, it's gone, right? Up and vanishes like a dust in the wind. Look at my censorship today. The point is that this is the point. They want to make this to where global payments, global exchange for user to user, business to business, peer to business, user to business, whatever. That's the point of it, is making it ever present and able to be webbed together. Okay. So exploring DeFi is a huge thing. DeFi, decentralized finance in itself, is a whole nother topic that we talk about on Mondays at FNL as we dive into decentralized. What does it really mean? What are the distributed applications and decentralized finance applications that are being made to change the way we do things in our financial infrastructures? So you got to know about DeFi. Come to ethereum.org. That's where I first learned about DeFi. Once I saw someone saying, hey, we're offering staking rewards of 20%. I was like, what is a staking reward? I don't eat steak, but it was spelled differently. And I explored some DeFi things. And when I got to Ethereum, I could see that, oh yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense. Big interest of people is that central banking, how could they let this happen? And my answer is don't kid yourself. Central banking knows darn well about cryptocurrencies, and they have an answer to the decentralized nature. Decentralized and centralized, basically one entity or a board of entities governing how things work. And in a decentralized environment, you're going to use, especially decentralized autonomous organizations, they're going to use consensus algorithms. Consensus algorithms are the things that validate whether things are going to go through or not in that financial infrastructure. So not somebody that submits a loan application and then a board reviews it and puts their stamp of approval on it, but the numbers, the math is going to do the answer for somebody in that situation. So we'll talk more about DeFi on Mondays. The Internet of Assets, Ethereum has provided this. It's not just for money, guys. Anything you can own can be represented here. Proprietary information, collectibles, images, videos, people. I'm just kidding. I don't know if people. Real estate deeds. It's all moving to being handled through, which we haven't read about yet, through Ethereum smart contract technology, because then it gives finality to the ownership in a buyer-seller agreement. Okay. And that's what it's really about, is tokenizing your assets, is saying, this is mine. It has a one hash code, which is like a serial number of like your vehicle identification number on your car. This is the number that belongs to this piece of art or this series of art. And nobody can take that from me now. And I can, or whatever, those proprietary information, those collectibles. Tom Brady, we have an article at FNL Crypto DNA. Tom Brady out there doing cryptos with FTX. And then you find out in reading about Tom Brady's involvement in cryptocurrencies that there's a bunch of people in the sports industries and stuff, like Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Pat Mahomes has an NFT collections, and it's just images from his championships and stuff like that he wants the rights to them. And that's fair to me. That really is fair. We have with the Internet of Things, we have double and triple spending. We have double rights. We have overlapping of information. Anybody could copy this from Ethereum's website right now and paste it onto their own website. That's plagiarism where I come from. So what you want to do is you want to have the rights to your stuff. So when someone does that, you say, hey, I know where you got that and I have the rights to it. It's a little mine preschool mentality, but there's more internet thieves out there than there are good people like us. There's not as much benevolence as one might think when it comes to the World Wide Web, because thieves are lazy, and to just get to work from your computer to be a thief sounds pretty easy versus putting on the pantyhose over your head and the ski masks and crowbar, that's going to be the hard way. So Ethereum's making it to where people have ownership of their stuff. and it can be traced. So now when I do, if and when I do hack and steal something, somebody hacks and steals from you, you'll know where the hack and steal came from and went to and all that jazz, which address it transferred from and into and via when exactly in an immutable timestamp. That's going to really help if they can even get their hands on it, but that'll really help.
Well, that's a whole can of worms there. People said that crypto is being used for criminal enterprises. Guess what? Bitcoin is probably the most looked after and sought and researched and public ledger in the world. So somebody, that's going to get, let's say, ransomware, you're going to pay them in Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
That's the stupidest thing I've heard of. 10 million people looking at the Bitcoin ledger every day to see where all this Bitcoin's going. No, there's no names on it, but it's so easily traceable.
And stay with us too, because in this session, we're going to go into looking at something that a place where all the transactions go through. The Ether.
Oh,
into the Etherscan. Etherscan.
Yeah.
If this was like the Conan O'Brien show, we would have a cool segment right there that would go into the Etherscan. And it wouldn't mean anything but like a video overlay.
Conan who?
Conan, you don't even know Conan O'Brien?
Oh, no, I was thinking Barbarian. Who's that? Who's he?
Oh my God.
Oh boy, you make me use an Austrian accent. You bring up Conan. So back to Ethereum, the open internet of things. Okay, so here we have all this security, right? We're securing these NFTs, but we're gaining access to the free internet services by giving up control of our personal data. Ethereum services are open by default. You just need a wallet. These are free and easy to set up, controlled by you, and work without any personal info. So this is something that you can own Ethereum without it knowing it's your Ethereum. Talk about that one for me, David. I don't really know if I can wrap my mind around that, because here's the deal. Everything is tracked.
Yes.
So when they say that this is non-custodial wallet thing where I'm owning Ethereum in my offline wallet, do they know when and where the Ethereum goes offline?
Is it on the public blockchain? Okay, that's your answer. If it's on the public blockchain, as far as when it goes offline, no, they don't know it's gone offline, but they know they don't know the keys to open it up and access it. But if it comes up 10 years from now, somebody spends it 10 years later, guess what? It's going to be in the public domain then, because you've got to open up a new blockchain. You've got to record that address and say, I moved this from Bob to Jim. Bingo. It's out in the public again. So what is let's say that you got a gold coin, okay, a 2-ounce gold coin. Right now it's worth, $4,000. Mm-hmm. What good does that 4 ounces of gold, 2 ounces of gold, what good is it setting in a safe deposit box? What's it do for you?
Better as a paperweight.
Same thing as Ethereum. If it's sitting there, it's static, it's not moving, its value is only in the eyes of the beholder. Okay. So if you're not actually putting something to work and doing something with it, I don't see the value in it.
What kind of things can you do with it to put it to work?
Oh, stake it. You can put it out there with people that need liquidity in these pools where they're trading units of data or trading value, or they're paying for all the work that goes behind this hash that makes this cryptographic formula function so that nobody can steal it. All that takes power, takes computing power, takes people, takes software. So you can put it to work out there in amongst these staking pools and earn some bodacious interest rates, or what we call rewards. How about rewards? I think that's what they call them.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure here with the bodacious.
For sure.
Say I'm sitting here with a pound of silver in my underwear drawer and I want to do something with it. How do I prove that I have it? Because I don't have like I put a picture of it out there in my underwear drawer. What?
I would polish it with a pair of your underwear before you take the picture, is all I can think of.
I'll just send you a shipping label and I'll help you out there.
David's quick to send you an address if you have a question about Ethereum. He'll be like, let me send you an address, and you send your ETH to this address and it will answer all your questions.
If you don't know what to do with it, let me send you an address and I will secure it and put it to work for you.
Guys, stick with us at FNL Crypto DNA, because literally what David's saying, we have little weird things that we're throwing in there, but there's a lot of things out there where people are going to help you, and they're going to help you when you give them your address. Sometimes that's a safe thing. You're going to give an address. You're going to give a certain address.
So far, all I want is a picture of my underwear and need to send me all my silver.
I'm here from the government. I'm here to help.
Right.
So with that silver, I think you're going to have a garage sale or go down to an antique dealer.
Now, Lori, I can tell you about silver. Let's just do this offline though. Okay. I can tell you about it.
He's a silversmith.
No, I bought some silver years ago and I've just kind of kept track of see what its value was. It really wasn't a great buy though, compared to crypto. Silver's just been flat for so long.
Yeah.
I think the real point too, Lori's trying to make, is that with gold or silver or palladium or anything else that you would own, if you own it physically, it is yours, and it really has no value. It has value to you, and when the day you sell it, it becomes valuable to someone else, or even put it up for sale. You appoint a value to it. The thing about owning
silver held in, say, like an IRA that, can I stake that somewhere and make it work?
That's the worst place you want to put it, but go ahead. I'm listening. Yeah, I know you want to put it to work, right, Lori? And yet you want to hold on to it. You'd like ownership, and you want rewards or interest. In other words, this stuff's not doing anything for you. There are places
didn't have places to hold it for me.
There are places that can do that for you, even silver certificates, but that's, that's similar to what we're talking about in crypto. But, what are you talking about? 100 ounces or more? Because if you're not playing with those kind of quantities, I don't think you're going to get the rewards that you want.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'd have to look to see, but no, I don't think it's 100 ounces. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's more. Where the hell's my shit? I don't keep track of that. And it's been since 2009. I'd have to find my paper on it.
Well, one of the exchanges that we've reviewed is exciting to us for U.S. residents, and that's because it has access to more than cryptocurrencies. If you look up here at my screen, it talks about buying silver online. If you look at the products at the top of this Uphold exchange, you can do cryptocurrencies, precious metals, equities, environmental assets. They kind of have it all there for you. So that's a pretty interesting platform. But I went here just to read and to wrap our minds around this, because everyone knows that, yeah, you can own bars of gold and silver, and what are you going to do with it? You're going to find a buyer, and you're finding a buyer in your space, in your time. Okay. What are you going to put a Craigslist ad out or offer up or Facebook Marketplace? I don't know how or you're going to go somewhere where they're offering buying your gold and silver, and you're going to get fractional value for it because someone's helping you with the convenience of unloading your metal. So buying it
hopefully now, if you put it out there on Craigslist, they're not going to come to your home and help themselves to that gold.
Right.
Those weren't suggestions, by the way.
They will trade you some lead for your silver.
Exactly. I got 640 ounces held in an IRA, and then I physically own some other stuff.
Well, everyone's coming to your house. You guys, if you want, just come to FNL Crypto DNA. We'll give out Lori's address, and everybody knows where they can get their hands on some precious metals. Just like gold, silver's been valued as a currency and precious metal for millennia. Okay, Lori, we're going to help you dump it. It's shiny.
You warned I will trade lead for silver.
Shiny. It's shiny, and it can be made into beautiful things.
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know why you're trying to get rid of it. It's shiny, and it can't be faked or manufactured. Silver.
I don't want to get rid of it. I want it to work for me, like Joe Bob over here said.
Buying silver traditionally means one of two options. You're going to own a paper version of silver, right? An ETF. It's a futures contract. Shares in a store or a value of silver. Okay. A source of silver, like a silver mine. Those are ways you can own it. Or you can buy physical silver. Oh, that's pretty nice. The paper version of silver can be complicated, meaning you need to understand how the ETF transactions work. With physical silver, you got to work out how and where you'll store it. In your underwear drawer is fine. in which that's a cheap alternative to where to store it until everyone finds out the address of your underwear drawer. And so,
right under my sock drawer.
You keep the socks above the underwear?
Yep.
Really?
I wear underwear more than socks. I live in Florida.
Oh, socks. I thought you said stocks. I'm going, this rabbit's getting bigger all the time. I'm going down this rabbit hole.
Well, with Uphold, you get the best of both worlds. All right. The silver price changes continuously because it's one of the most heavily traded metals, Lori. Everyone else is trading it. Okay. And I think if you want to own silver, that's great, but you can also have like digital version of your silver. Okay. But you still have to store that silver somewhere, but you're going to have to store it where the other people are storing their silver to put it into the digital metaverse, right? Right now, you're the only one that knows that you have your silver, you and 9 other people. And then, I'm sorry. And YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
And
must be true. It's on the internet now.
And YouTube. But other than that, you'll have the,
doesn't matter. All you people are coming here in September, so I'm sure you'll all rip me off. And
I'm going to see how much. I want to see what your underwear drawer looks like, and hopefully I'll find your silver while I'm in there. I got a funny story about that. Oh, anyway, that doesn't have anything to do with Ethereum though. So that's a side rail. We went to Uphold. You can also find out about Uphold on FNL Crypto DNA's exchanges. We're reviewing the exchanges there. We mentioned staking Ethereum earlier. I don't want to get too far off the Ethereum train. Staking is a word that most people will listen to crypto for hours before they go, what is staking? Like they're afraid to ask, like it should be some common knowledge, but it's not. It's something new. Proof of stake is the whole system in which Ethereum blockchain is existent, the proof of stake, all right? The decentralized finance protocols, those are all going to have a proof of stake mentality or infrastructure. Staking, you stake your money, meaning hold it, store it in a location. Okay. It's going to add it to some kind of pool of where Ethereum is being stored. Okay, you can help secure the network this way. So there's people that can take their Ethereum and take it offline, like we talked about, or there's people that can stake it and help secure the network. And in the interim, they're going to earn rewards for staking it, for holding it on the blockchain. Okay, so to find out about staking, go to Ethereum, find out how they would prefer you to stake their Ethereum. What the best options are. I'm going to click on that right now. So how much are we willing to stake today? It all depends on how much we're willing to stake. You'll need 32 to become a full validator. Now this is to be a master node for Ethereum. David, what's 32 ETH come to in US dollars?
Oh, it's going to be about 67,000.
Okay. So if you have about 70K right now, this is always fluctuating, then you can become a full validator. And because you'll have the proof of stake that makes Ethereum blockchain work. So let's see, you won't be able to withdraw your stake until future upgrades are deployed. Withdrawals can be available in a minor upgrade following the merge of mainnet with the beacon chain. Okay, we'll talk about that in another session. That's important. That has to do with the ETH 2.0 and all that good jazz. Stake solo and run a validator. Now, this is probably for a little smaller. To begin the staking process, you'll need to use the ETH2 Launchpad. This will walk you through all the setup. Part of staking is running an ETH2 client. It's going over our head, which is a local copy of the blockchain. This can take a while to download onto your computer. Okay, it's going to make your computer work, going to make it work. So this is all good and dandy. If you have $70,000 to stake, come follow this rabbit hole. You'll be teaching this session next. I don't have that kind of money to stake. I will after I see the underwear drawer, possibly. I don't know. Just kidding. But the rewards, they're given for the actions that help the network reach its consensus. So reaching consensus is validating the transaction. Okay. And you get rewards for batching transactions into a new block. If you don't know about blockchain, you need to come to our base layer 1 blockchains and Bitcoin and blockchains like Bitcoin session. Where you learn how transactions get put into a block, blocks get finalized, another block gets stacked on top of that block with the transactions going into that block, and each block can hold so many transactions, yada, yada, yada. But you're earning rewards because you're what's validating these, and you're keeping the chain running securely because you have that proof of stake to start the whole process. What a business model. Hey, I'm starting a company. Anybody with 70K can be a part of it. Cool. Although you can earn rewards for doing the work that benefits the network, you can lose ETH for malicious actions, going offline and failing to validate. So if you're a half-hearted censorship, half-hearted validator, you're just trying to take the easy road here, then you're going to be penalized for it. That's how the volatility works. Requirements: you need 70K about to become full validator, or some ETH to join a staking pool. In other words, you can start in a staking pool like at Coinbase, Kraken, different exchanges, wallets, different places have different DeFi protocols. They have staking pools, liquidity pools, where you can just add your ETH into that. So you're kind of like a second tier staking validator instead of a primary validator on the main net. Okay, that takes the 32 ETH. You'll also need to run an ETH1 or mainnet client. That's going to consume some CPUs. All right. The Launchpad will walk you through the process and hardware requirements. Alternatively, you can use a backend API. So those of you that are developers, coders, this should speak to you if you're not doing this, because it's really all that keeps me from doing it is this: coding and $67,000. Those are the two things that keep me from wanting to do it, because it just makes good, clean sense.
You're almost there. Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
How to stake. I got like 7 followers. How to stake. It all depends on how much you're willing to stake. You'll need 32 to become a full validator, but it's possible to stake less. So let's see. We're going to stake less than 32. There we go. Less than 32. You're able to add a smaller stake to staking pools. Some companies can do it all on your behalf. How nice. Custodial. So you won't have to worry about staying online. Here are some companies to check out. Let's go check it out. Where are they at? We're going to go see some staking services before we go to Etherscan. So finding the best Ethereum 2.0 staking services on Beacon Chain. All right, here we go. All the places. Beacon Chain, which I don't like the way that's typed, has not vetted any of the staking services listed below. Please do your own research. So that's a good segue for us at FNL Crypto. Trading cryptocurrencies, buying, selling, investing, listening to Chris at FNL Crypto involves risk. Only risk capital should be used for trading cryptos, and you can lose all your money. Okay. So one thing that I would like to say about that, we're trying to do some arrangements with financial people at these financial symposiums, workshops, seminars, teaching people about cryptocurrency education. And yes, it involves risk. So how does it marry with a financial advisor, financial planner? It usually doesn't. However, doesn't it make sense to maybe think about your entire portfolio and hedge a percentage of it, maybe 2.5%, maybe 3% of that portfolio into something that's painting the outline for the future of finances? I think it does. I'd say 5% myself. But again, this is not trading advice, financial advice. This is opinion based when it comes to that.
I knew that was an opinion. I could sense that.
Yeah, I think people know the difference between opinions. And anyone tries to hold me to my words, I talk too much, you're not going to be able to. All right, so here's some.
If you don't believe me, just ask me.
Well, that's it. Or you can file it with our HR department. Let me give you his number. Let me look it up first. All right, so tell me. So anyways, these are just places you can stake. Now, these are some different locations. One of the ones that I'm familiar with on here are the Kraken exchange. We will say that one of the ones I'm familiar with are Atomic Wallet. A place I'm familiar with and not comfortable with right away was My Container. I think it offered 128% staking rewards. I just, mama told me if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Too good to be true. So check some of these out right now. I would say on this list, and David agrees, and all the other people that we've worked with agree, Kraken's got a nice way to look at staking. It's got an easy in and out of staking. It stakes a lot of products, a lot of different currencies. gives good percentage on your staking rewards. For example, what is Kava being staked for on Kraken?
Last I looked was 17% APR.
17% annual percentage rate. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's actually better than Wells Fargo. Our Citi, our Chase, our JP Morgan. It's better. Yeah, it's better. Oh, good. Hey, we got this
goes
the
right
place to find out right here.
This goes right to Kraken, and you can start staking today. We don't have the rights to their video. I'm not going to show it in the live stream, but I encourage you to go right to kraken.com. You can get there via our website, but go there and check it out. Go to Kraken, go to Coinbase, go to these different websites. Gemini. I don't know if Gemini has staking, but the point is go and learn how they do it differently, learn the similarities, and of course, join us on Mondays to talk about DeFi and staking. We have a lot of people staking in different assets: Ethereum, Kava, VeChain, Cardano. So where do you stake those things? Well, I don't put a lot of my eggs in one basket when it comes to cryptocurrency. So they're staking all over the place, but they're staking in places that have a little bit of a track record, and they have a little market capitalization and volume daily to warrant the fact that, I don't know, nothing's 100% safe. We just said that, but there's a lot of momentum going that direction. Staking rewards by staking coins in fiat. Now, again, we're on Kraken's website, kraken.com. Staking is a great way to maximize your holdings. And staking coins in fiat that would otherwise be sitting in your Kraken account or in your bank account. Once you have staked your assets, you can earn the rewards on top of your holdings and grow them further by compounding those future rewards. In other words, your rewards can get added to your staked amount, so you're compounding as you're adding rewards. Okay, so that's really neat. I encourage you to come check it out. Let's find out what currencies they stake. Oh, here they are. I just had to scroll down a little bit. So get staking assets. You can buy assets right on Kraken or fund your Kraken account with one of those assets that are eligible for the staking below. This is what we did. We bought Ethereum on a different exchange, transferred it or sent it to an Ethereum wallet address on Kraken, used it to buy something that's staked for great rewards on Kraken, Kava, and then we staked the Kava. So here you can see it shows you your rewards. Polkadot staking at 12%, Kusama 12%, Cardano 4 to 6%. Where we got here? Solana is a really neat blockchain. ETH 2.0. Okay, you're staking those. And it says staking them on chain, meaning that it keeps the volume of ETH up, keeps it all on the blockchain. And that way the numbers get to grow. There's Kava coming in at 20% on this. I think it is down to 17.
Isn't that what I have staked on here? Is Kava, because it was at 20%?
Yeah, Lori's got Kava. Are we at 20 still? Full disclosure, we own a little bit of Kava. It's not really enough to shake a stick at, but it's being staked and we're making 20% off it on our Kava while you're watching this this video, this live stream or video.
Did you just click on that website or because
brand new?
Okay, hey, that's 20%. I'll take it.
That's what we're getting right now. 20%.
Kraken has an awesome customer service interface, and they keep this stuff up to date. I mean, I've gotten emails from them, just like minutes after something, that I was interested in happened. They just get back to me so quick. So I know they keep up their website.
Yep, my Kava is still at 20%.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All aboard the crypto train.
$56 in rewards, baby. Let me tell you.
That's pretty.
What?
Hey, just from sitting there, right? It's been there less than a month. It's been there less than a month. We can tell how much you have now. Do you keep that Kava in your underwear drawer?
Yeah, I do.
So
right next to my cold wallet.
Right next to the Kraken, right? I get it. So your ETH is at stake. I want to just read this thing I found in the middle of the Ethereum.org. David's still giggling at me. Because you have to stake your ETH in order to validate transactions and create new blocks. You can lose it if you decide to try and cheat the system. So that's a big thing. You cheaters out there, don't even bother. They're going to get you. More validators mean more security, more ability to track what's going on. Benefits of staking to Ethereum. So these are the benefits of staking to Ethereum. This Ethereum's benefits, not your benefits, but that's what we're here for today. Exploring Ethereum, not you. You're next. I'm just kidding. Validators don't, that was weird. We're more sustainable. Validators don't need energy intensive computers. And that's a big issue with Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin miners being shut down all over the place for their energy consumption and their non-contribution to the environment. Blah. In order to participate in the proof of stake system, just a laptop or a smartphone, this will make Ethereum better for the environment. It's more accessible with easier hardware requirements and the opportunity to pool. If you don't have 70K or 32 ETH, more people will be able to join the network. This will make Ethereum more decentralized because it's governed by more nodes, more computers, more users, and secure that way, unable to be changed, frauded, all that stuff. And it decreases the attack surface area. That part, I'm not going to get into the attack surface area, but it makes sense that the more secure it is, the less it can be attacked. The more it becomes our global currency, the more it gets out there too. So it's in a race with Bitcoin and Litecoin and all these other things. Unlocks sharding. Now, this isn't what you think it is. This is sharding. Sharding is the only possible. I got some young viewers. I had to clarify. Sharding is only possible with a proof of stake system. Sharding is proof of work system. Sharding a proof of work system would dilute the amount of computing power needed to corrupt the network, making it easier for malicious attacks on miners or for malicious miners to control the sharding. It's like if you've ever seen the movie Office Space, where they're taking fractions of pennies. It adds up, added to millions over a couple of days, they realized, and they were like, oh, we screwed up. We got it over our head. But that's kind of what.
They'll need a new underwear girl.
Oh, that's it. That's not sharding. That's something else. Similar.
We got it. Yeah, it's a different. I said with a D on it.
Not a T. I knew somebody's going to step over that line.
I said we had a younger viewership, and we have younger viewers watching today. I didn't expect Lori to go there from Florida. It's getting to be close to happy hour, her time that happens. So making it easier for malicious miners to control their shards. This isn't the case with randomly assigning stakers in proof of stake. So unlocking sharding, read about that yourself. Basically,
Ethereum will never be the same again.
Ethereum will not have me back. They're like, thank you, but no thank you for your run through. I'm going to click on one more thing before we go to Etherscan, and that's the Ethereum 2.0, something we haven't covered in previous episodes. This is your first time watching us at Ethereum or at FNL Crypto. We've done exploring Ethereum before, and this is pretty much the same walkthrough. As Ethereum changes, the walkthrough will change, but one of the changes coming is Ethereum 2.0, upgrading Ethereum to radical new heights. The Ethereum we know and love that we just learned about in the last 37 minutes, just more scalable, more secure, and more sustainable. Why did they do that? Well, they had to keep up with other blockchains, like anything that you've done. FNL has a website. FNL's website got revamped this year into two websites, FNLCryptoDNA.com and FuturesNetworks.com. And then we still have for our members, FuturesNetworks.live and FNLCrypto.live. So, like everything, we've needed to upgrade so we can have scalability, so we could scale and have more users. We had at FNL, the place where they trade, there was 100 members. Usually 30 to 40 people at a time would be in these trading rooms, sometimes 20 to 40, I should say. And that fit for a long time. But as the company grew or is growing, it doesn't fit. You have to have solutions. And so FNL itself, trading price action and learning and all that environment is on a different Zoom link. It's a different trading room than what we're doing at FNL Crypto DNA. And that's exciting to have that scalable solution built into Zoom. We had to buy a second account, but the point is there was a solution there. We're not pigeonholed. So everything that's coming out is to improve the way that it's been set forth. All right. Ethereum's been out for a few years. It's time for their upgrade. All the things they've seen happen in the last few years. It's time. So if you got this far, it's like, wait, what is Ethereum? So the beacon chain doesn't change anything about the Ethereum we use today. It will coordinate the network. It introduces a proof of stake to the Ethereum ecosystem. Okay, phase 0, it says. So ETH2 researchers are working on ways to accelerate the merge. It will probably happen earlier than expected. ETH 2.0 refers to a set of interconnected upgrades. Something to know about Ethereum is that it's like a set of rules, like a set of rules that tells these smart contracts how to maneuver. And so this is just interconnected upgrades to help this Ethereum communicate with the other protocols, side chains, all that stuff that it was having a hard time doing that was being heavy and slow and expensive. It's going to be able to do quicker and more efficiently. So like with all upgrades, Ethereum will be more scalable, more secure, more sustainable. The upgrades are being built by multiple teams from across the Ethereum ecosystem. So that's a good segue there as we get to the Etherscan. Oh, that's the wrong place. Hold on a second. So what is this Ethereum ecosystem that you speak of? Well, Etherscan is a neat website that kind of ties some stuff together. We come into the home of Etherscan, and you can see right up here on these drop down, you're going to have all of the Ethereum transactions, the latest blocks and the latest transactions. This is in real time. So you can view them all. 1 minute ago, 1 minute ago, 1 minute ago, 1 minute ago. This is tracking the power of Ethereum, right? Everything. Latest block being formed 1 minute ago. It's amazing. Tells you which miner address. That's kind of neat. You come up here and we talked about what is being built on Ethereum, and what's being built on Ethereum. If I can get this to open up. Oh, there it is. ERC-20 tokens, ERC-20. I think I'm on the wrong website. This looks different. Let's see if we can get those tokens to come up. ERC-20. There we go. Took me a minute, but I found it. So I had to come in from a different angle, but here it shows you the coins that have, the tokens that have a contract that are built using the open source of Ethereum. And it shows you some of it shows you the top coins. This is the top coin by market capitalization. So you can see that the Tether coin, the US dollar Tether coin, which is a stable coin pegged to the US dollar. So it'll always be a dollar. Market capitalization out to the right, 62.6 billion US dollars or other currencies have been converted into these Tether dollars. 62.6 billion. That's quite a few. Binance coin, number 2 coin by market capitalization. Binance aims to build a world-class crypto exchange powering the future of crypto finance. Right now, they are the number 1 crypto exchange in the world. I don't currently use them because they're not available to US residents. If you look down at number 5, they have a stable coin called the Binance US dollar. So they have 2 coins in the top 5 operating out of Binance. It is a very powerful exchange with over 300 and something coin offerings. I don't know why the United States don't have access to it other than it's a Chinese ran company. And so there's I guess the answer. In a nutshell, it might not be. I think it's Chinese ran. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to who runs these things. That's what the whole world of decentralized is. But there are a team of people that work with Binance that are not United States residents. So the US dollar coin is another stable coin. And obviously by market capitalization, it is doing really well. The US dollar coin, the USDC, was started by a company developed by Center in a project with Circle, which is in conjunction with Coinbase. All right. So open source project is backed by companies. Okay. They're collateralized assets that back this dollar coin. And there's $26 billion worth in the market cap of the USDC. Then you got Hex, Uniswap, Chainlink, Theta tokens. There's another stable coin in the top 10, the DAI stable coin pegged to the US dollar. There's VeChain. VeChain aims to connect blockchain technology to the real world by as well as advanced Internet of Things integration. Whew, some fancy stuff. We got Filecoin and Tron and Celsius, and Bitfinex, which is another exchange, has its own native token. Same with OKB, Compound and AMP and Maker and the Graph. And there's the Huobi token, which is another native cryptocurrency of Huobi Global, the second biggest crypto exchange in the world. BitTorrent, Synthetics. Synthetics helps wrap different cryptocurrencies so they can move on other blockchains. So Synthetics is a really cool thing. Takes all these Ethereum and takes other blockchain assets and helps them work on Ethereum. So let's see, Sushi token. Like I said, like it says on our website, 40 of the top coins, I think it's extending way past 40. These 50 coins are all above $500 million in market capitalization. So I would say 50 coins just on this first page. So let's go to another page and look at who else is built on top of Ethereum. Why are we going over this? Is Ethereum a good investment?
I think it is.
I think so.
It's not there yet, but the 2.0 and all the apps and everything that's running on the Ethereum chain that gives it so much utility. I don't care what people say. They say, well, what does Ethereum do? Well, what does Bitcoin do? Ethereum has thousands of programs running on their blockchain and on their side chains. So it's got a lot going on. Gives value to customers. In other words, everything we think about in the DeFi, smart contracts.
It's amazing. To me, the difference
smarter than we are in the fact that they're building so much more on top of it and making it possible. I mean, that's got to lend some credence to it.
It does. That's in a nutshell. That's why it's on the map. I don't know that Ethereum is the answer to cryptocurrency, but I know that a lot of companies have invested in building on top of Ethereum. They have found it to be the answer, and their teams, their developers know better than I do and better than any of us do at FNL Crypto. So these companies I'm seeing on here, I'm going to have to extend our list of companies. Probably when I say that 40 of the top 100 coins, I mean, yeah, it is 40 of the top 100, but we could say that maybe $250 million, we could start right around here and say there's 75 coins that have over $250 million in market capitalization. 75 companies or currencies have over $250 million in market capitalization. So that's a really neat way of looking at it. As you're looking, what should I buy? So many people say, should I buy Bitcoin out in the public? Should I pick up Bitcoin? The whole premise of this is before you buy Bitcoin, that's it, ... Before you buy Bitcoin, what? You need to learn a whole bunch of things. Start with Ethereum. Learn about Ethereum as your comparison to Bitcoin, and go to somewhere like, and we're going to wrap this session up for you guys on Ethereum. Go to somewhere like, I don't know. For right now, I like looking at Coin360's heat map. It's one of the most efficient heat maps to show the different families of cryptocurrencies. So you go to type in coin360.com, click on, there's Ethereum, big old 2146. It's down 9% in the last 24 hours. That's good for you. And then if you look over to the right of Ethereum, you'll see Ethereum tokens. And you click on those Ethereum tokens and you get to see all what I was just showing you in Etherscan, how those tokens are behaving in the market. And from a screenshot, from a picture. So I really like that when I come to Ethereum, getting to see that. Now, when I back out of this page and I look at Bitcoin and I look at where's the Bitcoin tokens? Where's the Bitcoin infrastructure? I just don't see it. So I see it flying solo. And, we started doing this, I don't know, beginning of this year when we started to present to people the market dominance of Bitcoin was 60%. And so to watch it go down to under 50%, right now it's at 46% of market dominance. If that number continues to drop and the numbers of the market dominance around it, the Binance infrastructure, as you see right here, people building on top of the Binance, people building on top of Solana, on top of Polkadot, Internet Computer Protocol, we'll see, VeChain, Filecoin, the Avalanche, AVAX. So there's more opportunity to be built on. We'll see if that market dominance for Bitcoin can maintain its position or if it's going to be blended in with other cryptocurrencies. Who will prevail in the cryptocurrency space? Right now, I would say Ethereum's doing pretty darn good. The price of Ethereum, okay, we're going to go to one more spot for the price of Ethereum today. We're going to go to TradingView. TradingView will give you all kinds of markets, so you got to know your way around on TradingView, but it's free if you don't mind a few commercials. So you come to TradingView, you can go to markets and type on or click on cryptocurrencies and get right down here to Ethereum. And maybe pick Ethereum and the US dollar. This is it. That's the perpetuals future contract. We'll take a look at the Ethereum to the US Tether dollar. All right, so it's a relative scale here. And we can also click, right now we're on a line chart. If you click on the full featured chart, you're gonna get candlesticks, which is more of our specialty. And right now we're looking at a 15-minute chart on Ethereum, and you can see that there's been quite the substantial pullback in a 15-minute chart since July 7th. So July 7th, we got up all the way to 2,400, and we pulled back a little bit. Pulled back to this level where anyone that's a trader would have said, great, hey, here goes Ethereum. I'm going to put my limit order in at. They would look back here to the left probably and say, I might put a limit order in at 22.33. You might throw one in at 21.60. I've kind of got my eyes on a just in case down at 2023. Those are the kind of places where you could get in to Ethereum. If we zoom out even further on our Ethereum chart, getting my commercials. You can see that Ethereum's moving in somewhat of like a price channel that has an upwards trajectory since the 26th of June. Okay, so since the 26th of June, it's gone up and made higher highs, and it's come down to make higher lows for the most part. All right, so it's been a nice progression going up. The relative strength index on the 15-minute chart, we'll look at a daily chart on that. It showed some significant wear and tear, oversoldness down here below the 30 on the relative strength index. And now it's made it up to the 50 and done its bounce. Yep, so that's right to the 50. It kicked off there. It's going to do its second try on the 50. Will it push through on the second try? Or will it take a third try to get through that 50 mark? Or will it reject and live in in more bear stuff? So that's something to keep an eye on. Zooming out and looking at the daily chart on Ethereum. Again, the strength index tells the same story. We've had a couple bounces at 50, and the daily chart says we've had a couple tests down at the 1690, 1700 spot. So just a couple days ago, June 22nd, a couple weeks ago, that was our last test of that spot, which matched our test on May 22nd. So about a month between those two tests. We're looking for Ethereum to push over 2,900. It's been a while, but if we can push 2,900, maybe even get over that other candle right here at 3,000, which would put back, it would replace the movement. Let's do this. It would cut this candle in half right here, around 29.57. It cuts this big candle in half, and it puts you up over a new top. So if I was going to buy into my Ethereum right now, I'd either have limit orders and see if anyone agrees with this, down to let it pull back more and let the people out of Ethereum that don't come to exploring Ethereum get out, and let that price kick back down to 1576, maybe retest the 1750 mark for a third time. So we could take limit orders from the downside on that. Another thing we could do is wait till it does push through the 3000 mark. And once it closes above 3000, put your orders in where it will come back and retest those 29 spots again. You're not getting as good of a price, but you might not be enduring as big of a down cycle if you wait for it to push up to a new high. So those are some of the things that we know about it. We never know what's going to happen next, so we just keep an eye on it. Always look to the left to see what has happened, and that's kind of what we do at FNL Crypto. Anything anyone's excited about on top of Ethereum?
Excited about what, Chris?
Anything being built on top of Ethereum?
Oh, built on top.
Anything? Anyone? I know it's a whole different rabbit hole to go down, but when you're looking at the Ethereum assets, it's hard not to be excited about the Binance.
Well,
and I know
pull up that 360 and let's look at what they got going out there.
I know we don't have well, we can do it right here. So we'll go ERC-20 tokens, and then you can just go change by the time. So this should just be the first 100 that come up on this page. Yeah.
Yeah. DeFi.
Oh, but it's not. It's all of them. It's all of them. There's Orchid. You can get Orchid on Kraken. You can get Orchid on Kraken. There's Ghost Protocol, Ethereum Gold.
Ghost is out there too.
Yeah, Ghost.
That's what that's proof of stake. Okay. I used a Ghost VPN.
Help make you nothing but a ghost when you transact online. It probably is part of the Ghost VPN, like the whole company. You should check it out. See if you like that. So this took us through all of them. This is all of the Ethereum tokens. We didn't want to really see that, but you can see that the highest winners, some of these newer coin offerings, the market cap of this is $146,000. So 2 sets of Ethereum validators could have this coin started. And when a coin is in a small cap, you're going to get that big fluctuation in the price. So 135% growth in 24 hours is no big surprise when something is that small. Even this coin here at $6.2 million in the crypto space, poker chips. Coin Poker is a poker room built on blockchain technology. Hey, aren't we a room? Where's our trading room technology?
Where's Rob when we need him?
6.2 million. It's still considered small. It's still able to fluctuate 74%. Now, what's exciting is I'm going to go somewhere else. Go to coinmarketcap.com and look at Ethereum from this perspective, or look at the assets that are built on Ethereum from this perspective, which we can do by going into Ethereum, clicking on the ecosystem of Ethereum. There it is. And looking at that same 24-hour now. Donkey. This is not by market capitalization. This is by the winners and losers again of things built on Ethereum. Let's go back to crypto. Look at 24 hours. Now look at it the way we normally do it. Stacks. There you go. Stack 16.8. Let's go down and look at the other end of things. Decentraland, there's a good start. Decentraland's got an Ethereum contract. Decentraland, big pullback, down 15%. Decentraland is talking about virtual web space, literally, like the virtual meta space, the place where you build. That's what Decentraland cryptocurrency is all about. So Decentraland, I've seen up over $1 something. So really, I mean, being down 13.6%, if there's
Is there a housing shortage there right now?
No red flags. They're having a flood.
Oh,
People are fleeing the Decentraland. Yeah. What does the price look like? Just, it made its major push up like everything else did this first couple quarters of this year. It made its pullback, but then it made some more pullback. So the same as Ethereum, you're looking for this to start making new highs and higher lows. And then you're looking for position on getting in some Decentraland. I don't currently own any Decentraland. I'm just looking at some of the assets in Ethereum that have a negative 24 hours. You know, in all fairness, instead of 24 hours, you look at 7 days and say, what's been going on this week? Well, here's a top 100 coin that has been up 125%. So the Axie Infinity coin is an Ethereum coin. Its the market cap is currently just under $1 billion. So 757 million is a pretty decent amount. And this coin was able in 7 days to move 120 something percent. How did it do that? How did it break the mold here? Do we want to find out together real quick? Well, I'm going to go to news first. And since I can't get to the FNL Crypto DNA site right away, I'm just going to use the news here on CoinMarketCap. Mark Cuban joins Ethereum NFT game Axie Infinity's $7.5 million raise. So it's a little bit of money pumped in a month ago. So nothing big, nothing this week has driven this. So then you have to go back to the overview and say, why? Why Axie Infinity? What do you do? And who are you related to? Axie Infinity is a blockchain-based trading and battling game. It's a game that is partially owned and operated by its players. Inspired by popular games like Pokemon and Tamagotchi. I never heard of Tamagotchi. Axie Infinity allows players to collect, breed, raise, battle, and trade token-based creatures known as Axies. All right.
Wow.
Hey, they're breeding and battling. Anytime you're breeding and battling, it's got value.
I mean, yeah, there's got a be money trading hands there.
Let's read a little more. This is interesting. These Axies can take various forms. Now, this is giving you a deep dive on like the depth of Ethereum. This serves so many industry cases that we're looking at one of the most unique ones, in my opinion. The video game, not unique, but unique to adults, is the video game, the virtual reality, augmented reality, and artificial intelligence that is going to be gracing your Christmas packages come this Christmas. These Axies can take various forms, and there are more than 500 different body parts available. That's interesting.
That's too much information.
That's a lot of body parts, including aquatic, beast, bird, bug, plant, and reptile parts. Parts from each type of class come in 4 different rarity scales: common, rare, ultra rare, and legendary.
Yeah, but you know, like McDonald's said, parts is parts.
Parts is parts. Oh, they said that with their chicken nuggets, right? Now they make them in a lab. And Axies can have any combination of body parts, making them highly variable and often rare and unique. So people are playing is what that means. So why is Axie catching fire? Why is Axie catching fire? Because
I guess everybody's bored and they need something to do. So guess what? They get online. What do you think
they live
about
a virtual life? I think people are more interesting online. You know, there was a lot of surveys that came out during COVID-19 precautions and community safety precautions, that over 50% of people felt more social and secure and comfortable with their mask on. In other words, like, I don't have to brush my teeth today, I got my mask on, or I don't like the way I have a zit on my forehead, on my nose, and I can wear my mask over it, or I just don't like the way my teeth look and I can wear my mask over it, or I just feel better mouthing things while I'm talking crap about people in the mall through my mask. You know, I don't know I don't know why 50% felt more attractive in their mask, but
you know, down here in Texas, it kind of changed the game because, you know, when you walk into a bank with a mask and you're already carrying a weapon, you know, they just, you know, everybody gets excited.
You're already carrying a weapon.
Yeah,
I can imagine they would.
So we had to change the way we did business down here, you know.
No more bandanas. They installed that you have to have a real surgical mask. No bandanas.
No, just take your mask off. The gun is fine, but the mask, you know, they just want to know who you are.
Yep. We don't know who's holding.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about Axie, it makes it's not just that other stuff. It also has a way token holders will soon be able to stake their tokens to receive regular rewards. Unlike some other stakeable assets, Axies holders will also need to vote and play to claim their rewards. In other words, you got to participate. So how many are in circulating supply? I think that's important. 270 million. That's not a big number. That's not 2.5 times the Ethereum number. And some coins are out there to the trillions. So I like that rarity. They're keeping this smaller. It sounds like the ability to build NFTs is what Axie holders have. Is what it sounds like. Yeah. migrate its NFT tokens, including Axies, land, and other in-game item tokens from the Loom network to a custom-built sidechain on Ethereum known as Ronin.
I've heard of that, Ronin, that side chain.
And there's more of the news, I think, that we're uncovering there. Ronin is an application-specific sidechain built just for Axie Infinity. It is being developed by Sky Mavis, the development firm behind the Axie Infinity game. So hoopla, no one cares. Now, what we do need to maybe care about is what is up with this game. You look down here on the tags and what is Web 3.0 might interest you. You might be surprised if you go to Axie that it's a video game world like nothing we're familiar with. So let's do it. Let's go to their website and see what we got.
Well, just like the military has pushed technology, the gaming world has pushed data processing and virtual reality to areas that now even the military is jealous. Like, wow, we need some of that.
Well, little side track on the Axie, but here we go. It doesn't look like anything special to me. It doesn't look like a Web 3.0 Internet of Things. It looks like an app on your phone. And I think that's, there's a hole in that moon. I think that's interesting. So you have home, battle, buy land, develop your Axies. Let's look at some of these Axies. This is the marketplace. So we're going to find out some prices too. So I can buy this little plump unicorn cat thingy for
looks like a tick. Yeah.
Oh, $500. This is tank one right here. He's got I don't like his ears too much. I think his lobes are a little shallow. He's in the plant class. He's 2 of 7, or what's that mean? Oh, you can breed them. These are like crypto kitties. Body parts, it's got poppy, hollow, serious, pumpkin, beach. Speechless. I'm going to be speechless soon. Ready? Here it comes.
A2, B2, and R2, D2.
Oh,
no,
look at there's its babies right there. Yeah, A2, B2, and oh, he's just a little seedling.
Aw.
Yeah, it happens like that.
I knew I can get.
It all just starts off as an idea, I guess.
So, David, let's wrap this up today with ending with thank you for coming to our Exploring Ethereum. Folks, figure out where you fit in the current state of cryptos. Are you an egg or are you an adult? I think that's an important place to end. I'm an egg. I got a lot to learn. I won't be learning more about Axie Infinity, but it is interesting to see how this stuff works and to see that almost $1 billion worth has gone into whatever this is. So FNL Crypto DNA. I'm done, David.
Hey, stick me with a fork. I'm done too.
That's it. That's it. And FNL Crypto DNA's website, fnlcryptodna.com. You can go check it out for yourself. And it's just now becoming public, so it's really not found on Google yet. And there's going to be some messes on that site. But we have a lot of contributors to bring that site to be something that's going to give you great information on the daily. And that's what it's all about. Just giving transparent, good information. If we can get to the source, we will. Thanks.